Don't sleep on this one. It's the Nationals and the Mets. Rubber game of the series. It'll be Patrick Corbin against Zach Wheeler coming up next. Wake up, everybody. Wake up.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nationals Park, Game 3, the series finale between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. The series is tied to game apiece. This is Game 3. That was played August 31st, 2019. The Nats won this game in real life on a Trey Turner walk-off home run against Justin Wilson of the Mets. So we'll see if history repeats itself or not. But with that win, the Nats improved to 1-2. So if the Mets win this game, then the Nats will be 1-2, just like in real life. Just a matter of the order of winning. Early on standings, Philadelphia is 2-1. Atlanta is 1-2. Everybody else is playing 500 ball. So again, very, very early to worry about stuff like that. But I thought I would just show it to you because I do have the PC game simming everything else. There was bad weather today. In real life, it's 55 degrees and cloudy, but on the strat roll, it was bad weather. So singles are lefties 15, righties 12. Home runs only go to 11 for both lefties and righties. Starting pitchers for today's game, left-hander Patrick Corbin of the Nationals against Zach Wheeler of the Mets. So let's get this game underway. I'm hoping that everything is copacetic with the camera view. Trying to check and double check things and check the clarity of the focus and whatnot. So I'm hoping that everything is okay. So let's go through the starting lineups before we get going. For the Mets, and they used a couple of bench players because with the lefty Corbin on the mound, they sat some of their lefty batters. We have Nimmo in left field, Alonso at first, Cano at second, J.D. Davis is at third, batting cleanup. Conforto drops to the fifth spot in right field against the lefty. Rosario's at short, Keon Broxton's in center, Nito is catching, and Wheeler is on the mound. All right, so let's get this game going, game number 3. And I'm almost tempted. I've never done it. I should have done it with the White Sox, and I didn't. I'm tempted to do all 162 games on video, just so I'll have a record of it. You guys may get tired of that eventually, but it's more for, just have a mark of where I've come and gone. So that way I'll have a record of 162 videos. And that would be quite an accomplishment if I can get that done before the summertime of 2021. We shall see, today being December 15th as I'm recording this. All right, so Patrick Corbin against Brandon Nimmo, lefty on lefty. Game 3 underway, 2-3 for Nimmo, and he gets hit by a pitch. So what a way to start the game, getting plunked by Patrick Corbin. Corbin is a -2 on the hold rating, and catcher Gomes is a -1 arm. That's combined -3. So the only way he can get a jump is with a 3. I guess they'll try it. It doesn't hurt to try to get a jump. 2, but there's a 1. I guess it could hurt to get a jump because you can get picked off. That is a 1. So let me go back to the rule book and double check it. But I believe when you try to get a jump, a 1 is a pickoff. And it is. And it says here, and I'm going by, just for those that are maybe not be familiar with Super Advanced, when the runner is attempting to steal, if the 20-side die is a 1, the runner attempting the lead may be picked off. Refer to the runner's second steal success rating in parentheses and roll the 20-side die. If the number rolled is less than or equal to the runner's rating, the runner dies back safely. But if it's higher, he is out. So let's see. The secondary running rating on Nimmo is only a 6. So if this is a 1 or a 6, he gets a 1 through 6, he gets back. 7 or higher, he is picked off to start the game. And he gets back. Boy, save face on that one, but he cannot get the good lead. But he does die back just in time. Zimmerman thought the tag was there, but it was not. So Nimmo will stay put. Infield's at double play depth for Pete Alonso. Roll the strategy roll. Nothing happening there. Here's Alonso against Corbin. That is a 110, and that's another hit by pitch. Goodness gracious, Patrick Corbin has hit the first 2 batters he has faced, And now a warning is coming out from home plate umpire Carlos Torres. At least I think it's Torres that's the home plate umpire. Let me check that. Yep, it's Torres who's the home plate umpire. He is issuing a warning to both benches. And Mickey Callaway's like, why are you warning me? They're the guys that are hitting people. So Corbin, uncharacteristically starting the game with 2 hit by, I don't think I've ever started a game before with 2 hit by pitches. Very, very strange. Nothing on the strategy roll here. Cano. 2-8 for Cano, and that's a ground ball pitcher A. That'll be a double play. 1-6-3 double play. Nimmo will go to third, but now there are 2 outs. So just what the doctor ordered there for Corbin. And now, well, let me make sure let me just jump the gun here because I really go by this advanced sheet. So maybe I was presumptuous. Let me go back and check it out. Infield was back. It was a ground ball A, which is right here in this column here. Runners at first and second says a 2. Batter out, runner on first, double play, other runners at okay, I did play it right. Just wanted to dot my I's and cross my T's to make sure I was doing all right. All right, so here's J.D. Davis with the runner at third and 2 down. Nothing on the 20. And it's a 2-3, and that's a ballpark single check, which is 1-12 for right-handers. So J.D. Davis a 1-12, and the Mets have the lead, 13-20, and he lines out. And that's a base hit, so the Mets grab a 1-0 lead. First hit of the game. Actually, the third hit if you count the hit by pitches as hits. So J.D. Davis reaches. He will not be held. But they lead it 1-0. And here is Conforto. Nothing on the 20 for Conforto. 2-6 against the lefty. Struck him out, and that's going to end the inning. So a run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. The end of half an inning of play here at Nats Park. It is the Mets 1 and the Nationals coming to bat. So Patrick Corbin will probably have a little conference with pitching coach and with Yan Gomes to see if he can figure out why he hit guys to start this thing here. See if he's got issues or what's going on. But Zach Wheeler is on the mound for the Mets. And on the 2019 season, he was 11-8 with a 3.96 ERA. I forgot to mention Corbin, 14-7 with a 3.25 ERA. All right, so here is Zach Wheeler facing Adam Eaton. To start things off, it'll be Eaton, Turner, and Rendon. 4-6. Wheeler against the lefty, struck him out. So Wheeler off to a good start, striking out Eaton. Here's Turner. 4-9, and that's a 1-19 single, so almost guaranteed. And it is base hit for Turner. Now he's looking to run. Wheeler is a -2, and the catcher Nito checks in as a +2, so that's an aggregate 0. So Turner, if he can get the jump, would be a 1-19, so he's certainly going to try it. 2-5 will get him that jump. 9 will not get him the jump. He could go with a 13, but then being held would make him a 9, so he's not going to try it. He will stay put. Infield's at double play depth. He is being held on. Here's Rendon. Nothing on the 20. Rendon against Wheeler. 5-5. Struck him out. So 2 down, and that brings up Juan Soto. The Nats are going to do anything. Soto's got to get something done this inning. 1-8, and he walks. That does keep the inning going. Puts 2 on with 2 outs for Ryan Zimmerman. See if he can do something in the clutch, although his clutch numbers are horrible. He's got several hits taken away because of clutch. 5-10, and that's a ballpark single check, but it's only going to be 1 star if he gets it, so 1-12. But even if he gets it, it's only 1 star. And it is, so it's a single to load the bases, so even the swift running Turner with 2 outs can't make it because the ballpark single is only a 1-star check. And now that brings up the catcher, Yan Gomes, with the bases loaded. And 2 down. Trying to get something across for the Nats to get on the board. 5-6, and he's going to fly to left to end the inning, and the Nats leave him loaded. Boy, that's what killed him in the first game, was the bases, leaving all those guys on base. Let's see here, 2. Let's see, no errors, and there were 2 hits. All right, so nothing to do in there for the Nats after 1 complete. It's 1-0 Metropolitans, as our Red Sox would say. And we go to the second. See if Patrick Corbin has found some control, because he doesn't want to get ejected in this game. And Ahmed Rosario will lead off, followed by Keon Broxton and Thomas Nido. So 6-4 against a right-hander, and that's a ground ball shortstop X. That is Trey Turner. And Turner checks in as a 2 E18. 2 E18. Whoop, that one fell out. Let's roll that one again. All right, 2 and a 4. Let's see, 2 and a 4 is a G3. So that's a good play. That's a 9, and he is an E18. There is no 9, so it's a good play for Trey Turner, as Rosario is retired. And now Keon Broxton, who had limited at-bats, just 49 at-bats, so he was not carded for the... Well, he was carded on a different team, but this is just his Met statistics on the PC card. So that's why I used that rather than grabbing his other card from another team that has cumulative stats, because I wanted just the stats on the Mets, and that's what I printed off here. 49 at-bats, hit a 143 average. No homers, 2 RBI. All right, 210, and that's going to be a strikeout. I know that's kind of hard to see probably on the phone. It's hard to see, but that is a strikeout. He's got a long line of Ks in column 2 against lefties. So that is a strikeout. 2 down for Thomas Nido, backup catcher, getting the start against the lefty. 2-6 for Nido, and that's a 1-12 single. And 13-20, it'll be snagged by Turner. And Turner snags it, snow cones it for the 3rd out of the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mets. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Still 1-0 favor of the Mets. And we will have Dozier, Corbin, and Robles due up for the Nationals against Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler left the bases loaded for the Nats in the first, so he got out of trouble. Looking to maybe improve on that. See how he does against Dozier. 1-8 for Dozier, struck him out. Dozier's out of there. Now here's Patrick Corbin. Obviously not a very good hitter. Look at his card. Did he even have a hit? He had 092. He hit 092 on the season. 2-11, and against a right-hander, that's a ground ball to first, so at least he didn't strike out. 2 up and 2 down, though, for Victor Robles. 310 for Robles. He's going to do damage. That's a 1-3 triple. 4-20 will be a double. So it's a double for Victor Robles, but it's a 2-out double, so may or may not be able to get that run home. He will be held at second as Adam Eaton comes up. 3-8 for Adam Eaton. 1-4 is a home run. 5-20, though, is a long fly to left field to end the inning. That's a 3. It's gone. Adam Eaton, a 2-run home run, and the Nationals come up with some 2-out magic, and they take a 2-1 lead on the Mets, thanks to Mr. Adam Eaton, the newest Chicago White Sox in 2021. And Nats lead at 2-1. 5-10. And that's a ballpark single check. That's going to be a 1-12 for a right-hander. But it's going to be a liner to short as the inning is over. But for the Nationals, 2 runs. They were both earned on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of 2. It is Washington 2 and the Mets 1. So we go to the top of the 3rd. Now all of a sudden, Patrick Corbin has a lead to protect. And leading things off will be Zach Wheeler. And I got to pay attention because Zach Wheeler is a right-handed pitcher, but he bats left-handed. So I got to make sure that if we get off of Corbin's card that I read in the blue, not the red. I just don't want to assume because he does bat left-handed. Same with Syndergaard. They both do that. They both pitch right-handed and throw left-handed and bat left-handed. In fact, DeGrom, I think all 3 of their starters bat left-handed, even though they throw right-handed. So I have to be cognizant of that. So that means we're going off the lefty side. But in this case, 5-12 is the same both ways. Ground ball pitcher X. It's a 3-E-0. So we know he won't make an error. He's just trying to make the play. And on a 3 and a 2, could get through for a hit. 3 and a 2 is a single. So how about that? Zach Wheeler sneaks it past Patrick Corbin for a base hit. Unbelievable. He, of course, will not be held. And that'll bring up Nimmo. And I think with this computerized card, I'm just going to put the one card up there at a time just to make it look a little bit better, I think. All right, so Nimmo is up. Infield at double play depth, of course. 3-6 is a strikeout. So Nimmo down on strikes, 1 away. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso, first baseman, with Wheeler over at first base with the jacket on this brisk March afternoon. 410 for Alonso. Fly ball center field X, that's Robles. He's a 1, E7. 1 and a 4 for an outfielder. 1 and a 4 is a F2. And that is an 11. He's an E7. There is no 11. And F2 said it would be a sac fly if a runner was on third, but with the runner on first, that doesn't really matter. It's 2 down for Robbie Cano. Robinson Cano steps up lefty on lefty. He grounded into a double play his first time up, grounding it right back to Corbin. 2-4, and this time he's going to foul out to Rendon to end the inning. So the leadoff single goes for naught. And the Mets come away empty-handed here in the third. We go to the bottom of the third, still 2-1 Nationals. And it'll be Rendon, Soto, and Zimmerman to come to bat for the Nationals here in the bottom of the third. Heart of the order, facing Zach Wheeler. He's already down 2-1. So kind of has to be careful. Rendon steps up, and he struck out his first chance. 3-6. He's not going to strike out this time. 3-6. A 1-2 is a double. 1-2 is a triple. 3-20 is a double. That is a triple for Anthony Rendon, thanks to a 1 on the D20. So a rare triple for Rendon. He actually had 3 on the season. So there you go. He gets one here in Game 3. It's one of his 3. Here's Juan Soto. Mets playing the infield. They'll play the infield back early on with nobody out. Once they get one out, if he's still at third, they'll bring in the infield in. So with Soto, they're going to play the infield back. 6-3 against Wheeler. Fly ball left field X. Left fielder is Nimmo. And Nimmo checks in defensively as a 4, E3. So not very good range. 4-2, and that's going to drop in for extra bases. Probably a double. 4-2 is a double. And that will be an RBI double for Juan Soto. Rendon just kind of saunters home. And the Nationals take a 3-1 lead. Soto, a walk and now a double. He will be held at second base for Ryan Zimmerman. Wheeler in early trouble. Zim, 2-8, and that's a line out to short. He hit it hard, but right to Rosario. And there's one away with Soto getting back. That'll bring up Yan Gomes. Nothing on the D20. Wheeler, Gomes, Wheeler, 4-7, struck him out. He's not tired. There's a dot there, but he's certainly not tired in the third inning. So there's 2 down, and that brings up Dozier. First base is open. They could walk Dozier and pitch to Corbin, but they're going to go ahead and pitch to Dozier. 4-9. It's a 1-19 single, but it's only 1 star, so it won't cost them a run. And 20 lines out to second. That's a single for Dozier. Going to put runners on the corners with 2 down for Patrick Corbin. Dozier not being held. 2-5 against the right-hander. Struck him out to end the inning. So the Nationals pick up another run. They do it on 3 hits. No errors and 2 left. The end of 3. It is Washington 3 and the Mets 1. So now they've given Patrick Corbin a 3-run lead to work with. After being down 1-0 and starting the game hitting 2 batters in a row, things have definitely improved for the left-hander. J.D. Davis leads things off for the Mets. He singled his first time up. 2-6, and he's going to at least single again, maybe a double. 1-10's a double. But That's a 17, so it will be a single. So 2 for 2 for J.D. Davis. That's why he's in the cleanup spot. He likes to hit lefties. And that'll bring up Conforto, who drops from the cleanup spot to the 5th spot against the left-hander. J.D. Davis will not be held. Conforto 2-5, and he struck him out. So strikeout there for Patrick Corbin. That brings up Ahmed Rosario. Shortstop, he grounded to short his first time. That's looking to turn 2, 5-9. Struck him out. So Corbin comes back with 2 strikeouts. And that'll take us to Keon Broxton and his computerized card. 2 down, and Davis still hanging at first base, not being held. 6-5. That's a ground ball shortstop. X. Shortstop is Turner. He's a 2 E18. 2 and a 19 is a good play all day long. E18 and a 7 should not be a problem. And it is not. So it's good play for Trey Turner. And a 2 and a 19 is actually going to be a force play. It's a G1, so it's the start of a double play. But since it's already 2 outs, we'll just say he flips to Dozier covering for a fielder's choice. Not that it really matters, but it's kind of what I felt like doing. 0 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Whoops, that got crimped somehow. We go to the bottom of the 4th. I didn't like that. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still 3-1. I got to be careful how I do that. I don't know how that page got like that. That'll flatten out once we get the book closed again. But I don't know what caused that, but have to be more careful next time when I flip the book over like that, I guess. So Wheeler, let's see what he can do. He's facing the number 9 hitter, Victor Robles. Robles doubled and scored his first trip. 1-7 for Robles, and he's got a 1-7 chance of a single. 8-20, he lines it to Rosario. And Rosario snow cones it for the out. 1 away. Back to the top of the order for Mr. Eaton. 4-6, struck him out. Wheeler gets the K for out number 2. That'll bring up Trey Turner. 1-3, and that's a ballpark single. Again, it's 1-12. But it's a 20, so Rosario makes another play. They've missed out on some ballpark single chances with Rosario catching 4 line drives. Very interesting. All right, so 3 up, 3 down go the Nationals here in the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's still 3-1 Washington over the Metropolitans. Patrick Corbin back out. In the real game, Corbin went 6 innings, Wheeler went 5. So Wheeler is set to bat second this inning. Down 3-1. I think it's a little bit too early to pull him right now, to have him only go 4 innings. So they're going to have him, he'll hit this inning. They will not pull him. 5-6, and Nito got a good chance here. 1-16 for a double. 17-20 is a single. So Nito with a leadoff double. And now that'll bring up Wheeler. He's a terrible bunter. Terrible bunter. He is a pretty decent hitter, though, at 211. So he's got some, well, not very good against lefties, but against righties, he's got some decent hits. So we'll see. It's a terrible bunter, though, so we're not going to take the chance on doing that. 1-6. He will fly to left. 1 away. So 1 down and back to the top of the order for Brandon Nimmo. Brandon finding Nimmo. Nothing on the 20. 2-5, and he struck him out. So Nimmo out on strikes for the second time. 2 down, and after that leadoff double, the Mets still have Nito sitting there at second base. Here is Alonso. First base is open, but when you're ahead, you don't want to start giving up free base runners. So they're going to go ahead and pitch to Alonso. Again, by Corbin. Nothing going on there. 2-9, and he struck him out. So that's why you pitched to him. So no runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 3-1 Nats. Corbin pitching well after a rough start. Now Wheeler will be facing Rendon, Soto, and Zimmerman. Heart of the order once again for the Nationals. Seems like we say that quite a bit. That's what we got. 5-8. And that's a 1-7 double, 8-20 single for Rendon. That's a 7. So Rendon with a triple and now a double. 2 for 3, triple and a double. Rendon will not be held at second base. Here's Soto. 1, chance for a wild pitch. That's a 5. That's a 3, so it's a wild pitch. Wheeler will wild pitch Rendon to third. And now that I bring up Soto, infield's going to, well, this late in the game, they're going to bring the infield in, I think. 1 again. Can it be another wild pitch? No. Thank goodness. Here's Soto. 4-4 against a left-hander as a fly ball center field X. That is Keon Broxton. Broxton's a 2E8. 2E8. Let's see what happens on that. 2-17. That might not be deep enough. 2-17 is an F3. That means the runners are going to have to hold. And that's a 6 on an E8. No problem there. So it's a fly ball to center, but not deep enough to score the run. Soto got up too much under it. Rendon has to hold at third. 1 down for Zimmerman. Infield, of course, still in. Nothing on the 20. Zimmerman, 4-8. And that's a strikeout by Wheeler. So Wheeler trying to pitch out of this. And again, the Nationals leaving runners in scoring position is kind of their albatross over their neck so far. Nothing on the 20. Here is Gomes. 1-4. Ground ball to second. Cano puts it away over to Alonso to end the inning, so that leadoff double goes for naught. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the 6th. Still 3-1 Nats. And this will be the fatigue inning for both pitchers. And it'll be Robbie Cano starting things off for the Mets against Patrick Corbin. Be followed by Davis and Conforto. Cano 0 for 2, hit into a double play and fouled to third base. 3-7, and he's going to fly to center. Robles is all over it, 1 away. Here's J.D. Davis. He's 2 for 2, 2 singles, but never got past first base. 1-9 against the lefty. He's going to walk, so he will reach for the third time. And for Corbin, that's his first walk. I mean, he hit 2 batters, but that's his first walk. J.D. Davis will not be held. Conforto is up, and Conforto is 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, trying to get off the Schneid. 2-6. Struck him out. That's the hat trick. So Conforto 0 for 3 with 3 Ks. So it's all up to Ahmed Rosario, the shortstop. Or the Mets are going down in the 6th with no damage done. Nothing on the 20. Rosario, oh, that's a leaner. But I think I have to count that as a 2 because it looks like that's the way it was falling. 2-8. 2-8 against the lefty is a single, 2 stars. So Rosario with the single. Puts runners at the corners. 2 down for Keon Broxton and his computerized card. 1 more base runner and Corbin will reach his point of weakness. Here's Broxton. 4-5, struck him out. So Corbin reaches back for a little extra and gets the out. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 2 left. Corbin has done it through 6 pretty well. It is 3-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. And I think this is going to be the last inning for sure for Wheeler. And it's probably all for Corbin because he's coming up next as well. So I'm going to follow what they did in real life and limit him to 6 innings. Since it's the first start of the season, you don't wear guys' arms out. So we will just go from there and see how it plays out. Here's Dozier. And in the bullpen for the Nationals, they do have Wander Suero loosening, the right-hander. So he may be coming in the 7th. We shall see. Brian Dozier leads off. 3-4. That's ground ball to third. J.D. Davis over to Alonso, 1 away. Corbin is up, and he's going to be called back for a pinch hitter. And they will go to Andrew Stevenson. Andrew Stevenson, the lefty. So Stevenson is going to pinch hit for Corbin here in the 6th. And we can close the book on Corbin. When we go to the 7th, we'll do his totals. Right now, Stevenson is up to pinch hit against Zach Wheeler. 2-4. He's going to ground it to Cano for out number 2. We know Corbin can't hit, so 2-4 on him would have been the same thing. It would have been a ground ball to second, just the same. So no change there whatsoever. But that move was not made for offense. It was made because they want to control the pitch count. There's Robles, 4-4 against Wheeler. Is a fly ball center field X. Keon Broxton is a 2E8. 2-12, we'll get to that. E8 and a 6 should not be an issue. And it is not. So good play there to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Nats. In the 6th. So we go to the 7th. Still 3-1. That's going to be it for Zach Wheeler. We can close the book on Wheeler. He goes 6 innings. And he gives up 8 hits, 3 runs. All were earned. And let's check his walks and strikeouts. He walked Soto, and I think that's his only walk. Soto was his 1 walk. His strikeouts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got him for 7 strikeouts. So unofficially, as I move Robles out of the way and Wheeler out of the way, unofficially for Wheeler, we're looking at 6 innings pitched, 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. And, of course, he is unfortunately scheduled to be the loser unless the Mets can tie the score between now and then. All right, let's finish up Corbin as well. He went 6 innings, and he gave up 5 hits, 1 run, which was earned. The uncharacteristically hitting 2 batters. That was unusual. His walks, he only walked J.D. Davis as his only walk. Strikeouts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 strikeouts. So excellent outing there for Patrick Corbin on his first start of the season. And now we will go to the bullpen and we will scratch out Wander Suero because he will be the new man coming in for the Nationals. And he'll be facing Nito, a pinch hitter for Wheeler. And that pinch hitter for Wheeler will be Dominic Smith. So we scratch out Dominic Smith. He will be pinch hitting here in the 7th. But first things first, it is Nito to lead it off against the new pitcher Wander Suero. And on the season, Suero was 6-9 with a 4.54 ERA and 1 save. He will be on to face Nito. And then the pinch hitter, Dominic Smith. So Dominic Smith is in the on-deck circle, swinging that bat, getting ready right now. Right now, let me see if I need to move anything over since we're getting later in the game. I think we still have some room here to show the score sheet and the dice and all that good stuff. So hopefully we do. All right, so here is Thomas Nito against Suero. That is a 1-3. And a 1-3 is a ground ball to Rendon. 1 away. And that'll bring up the pinch hitter Dominic Smith on the season. He hit .282, 11 home runs, 25 runs driven in. Kind of a backup outfielder. Lefty. So he's in there against Suero. 5-6, and he struck him out. So Suero gets the strikeout. And finally, the Nats bullpen, shudder to the thought, might actually be getting people out. That'll bring up Nimmo with 2 outs and the bases clear. Suero strictly a 1-inning guy, pretty much. 2-8 for Nimmo, and struck him out plus injury, but we're not doing injuries, so it's going to end the inning. So, boy, Suero, no, 3 up and 3 down for Wander Suero. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's still 3-1 Nats, and now we need a new pitcher for the New York Mets. And with Eaton, Turner, Rendon, well, a couple of lefties, a couple of righties, so it could be anybody. Let's see who they want to turn to. They're going to go to Seth Lugo. So Seth Lugo will be the new pitcher. So we will scratch off Seth Lugo from the availability players. And now we got Adam Eaton, top of the order here in the 7th. Adam Eaton, Trey Turner, and Anthony Rendon. And for the Nationals in their bullpen, we have Alonso, Cano, Davis, and Conforto coming up. So looks like we have Matt Grace loosening in the Nationals bullpen. He may be coming in the 8th. We shall see. Right now, it's Seth Lugo to Eaton. 4-2, and that's a fly to center. Put away by Broxton. 1 away. Trey Turner steps up. 6-6. That's a 1-6 single. Anything else? 7-20. Rosario will snag it once again. 6. This time it gets by him for a base hit. Trey Turner reaches. Lugo's a -1. And we've already found out from previous that Nito is a +2. So that makes it a +1. So he's going to try to get the jump. 2 through 5, he can do it. 7, and my D20 just fell behind the table, so let me get that out. I need to roll that to make sure it's not a 1 or a 2. He can't get the jump, but we're making sure it's not a pickoff or a balk. There's not. Okay, so no jump, but he will be held, obviously. And Anthony Rendon steps to the plate. They are looking for the double play. 6-6. It's the same roll we just had. 1-6 is a single. 7-20. They line it to Rosario. And it's again, it sneaks it by him. So 2 consecutive hits. Rendon, a homer away from the cycle. He's triple, doubled, and singled. And that puts 2 on with 1 out for Juan Soto. And now the Mets will go to their bullpen as Lugo is going to go a third of an inning, but they want a lefty in there, so they're bringing in Avalon, the lefty. And incidentally, the Nationals just signed Avalon to a minor league contract. I guess he'll just get an invitation to camp and see if he can make the team. Right now, Avalon coming in the lefty to face the lefty Soto. For Lugo, third of an inning, 2 hits. We don't know about his runs because the runners on base are his responsibility. But he does have a +5 hole rating. That's not very good, but they're not looking to steal third or anything like that. They're just trying to get some runs, and they're trying to get Soto out. They are the Mets. 3-3. That's a fly ball to left field. Good thing they made the switch because 3-3 against Lugo would have been a base hit, most likely on a ballpark single. But in this case, it's just a fly to left for out number 2, so they made the right call there. But they're going to leave Avalon in to face the right-hander Zimmerman to try to get out of nothing on the strategy roll. Here's Zimmerman. 3-11. That's a ground ball to short. Rosario's got it. It's technically a 6-4, I guess, but it doesn't. I'm not keeping stats for the Mets defensively, so I don't care. So it's just a ground out. So for the Nationals, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. At the end of 7, it is still the Nationals 3, Mets 1. So now this is interesting. With Alonso, a righty, coming up, they may have Suero. I think they're going to leave Suero in to pitch to him and then bring the lefty in to face Robinson Cano. So we're going to have Grace coming in after Suero. Suero's going to go pitch to Alonso. And this will be his last batter faced. It's Alonso. See if he can get Alonso out. 4-11 is a fly ball left field X. That's Juan Soto. And defensively, Soto checks in as a 2-E2. So very good fielder. 2-18 is not a problem, and a 10 is definitely no problem on an outfielder of 2. So Soto makes the catch, and so Wander Suero, despite the Nationals' bullpen issues, Wander Suero comes in and pitches, gets 4 outs. An inning and a third, and he gives up nothing, striking out 2. So very impressive. And now they're going to see if Matt Grace can continue with where he left off. Now they do, of course, have an off day tomorrow, so they can bring in Doolittle early and often if they want, because they don't have to worry about any kind of coming back the next day, because they do have a day of rest. Right now, Suero will leave, and Matt Grace, the lefty, is on. So, Cano, the lefty, facing the lefty, Matt Grace. Although Cano has a pretty good column 2 against lefties, we shall see. And he found it, 2-6. It's a 1-2 home run, but anything else, 3-20, he flies to Soto in left field. And that's what he does. So it's Mr. Grace got Grace on that one, and Fortunately got the out. Here's J.D. Davis. And Davis has reached base all 3 times. 3-7. He won't do it this time. It's a ground ball to short. So Matt Grace, 2/3 of an inning here in the 8th. Sets it up for Doolittle in the 9th. Nothing across. So 3 up, 3 down go the Mets. So the Nationals bullpen has faced 6 batters and gotten them all out. So the much maligned Nationals bullpen is coming through here in this game. And now let's see, will Avalon will be replaced in the Mets bullpen. As we will have, let's see who they want, a right-hander. They're going to go to Jeurys Familia, the righty. So Familia will be coming on. And we'll do the totals on Avalon. He went 2/3 of an inning. Lugo ended up not giving up anything. So 2/3 of an inning, and he got both batters out. So now Familia is on, as we got right-handers coming up. Gomes, Dozier, and a pinch hitter for Matt Grace. And the pinch hitter is going to most likely be Matt Adams. So Big City Matt Adams will pinch hit for Grace here in the 8th. So it'll be Gomes, Dozier, and Matt Adams for the Nationals here in the 8th against Familia. And we get everything set up here. Gomes coming in to face Familia. And that's a 1-8. And he lines out to first base, 1 away. Gomes is retired. Here is Dozier. 2-11, and that's a ballpark home run chance. 1-11, since it's bad weather. 1-11 will be a home run for Dozier. It's a 5. It's gone. Brian Dozier giving the Nationals a little bit of insurance with a home run off Familia. And the Nationals now lead it 4-1. And here's Big City Matt Adams with a pinch hitter. 4-6, and he's going to draw a walk. Now Familia starting to struggle a little bit. Here is Robles. And we'll get a pinch runner for Matt Adams. It will be Wilmer Defoe. So Wilmer Defoe will pinch run for Matt Adams to give it a little more speed out there. Wilmer Defoe. That leaves Suzuki and Knoll as the only bench players left. All right, so Defoe is on first, and he will have to be held. Familia, nothing going on. Here's Robles. 6-12, and that's a fly ball right field ex Conforto. Conforto is a 3-3. 3-19 is a good play all day long. 3-13 for a right fielder. No problem whatsoever. So fly to right for out number 2. And now that flips the order over to Adam Eaton. Eaton had a home run back in the 2nd, 1 for 4. Doesn't look like Rendon's going to get a chance to hit for the cycle because he's 2 batters away. And they would need some base hits to have him come up. 3-9. Well, Eaton going to do something here. 3-9 to 1-5 is a triple. 6-20 is a single 2 stars. That's a 16 single 2 stars. And that's going to put runners at the corners with 2 down for Trey Turner. So if Trey Turner reaches, Rendon will have that shot at the cycle. Meanwhile, Familia may be in trouble. Let's see. Well, he's only given up 1 run, so 3 base runners though. So I do believe he is considered fatigued. So let's see. They may go to the pen here for Familia. I think they will. They're going to bring in Diaz, their closer, just because he hasn't pitched in the series yet. So they're going to bring in Diaz, their closer, even though they're behind. And Familia goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up, well, so far 1 run, but he's responsible for the other 2. Gave up 2 hits and a walk. And, of course, he's responsible for the other runner. Scratch off Diaz. And so Edwin Diaz, their closer, will be coming on. Like I said, he hasn't pitched in the first 2 games, so he's going to get a chance now. he will get a chance now to see if he can't quell this uprising by the Nationals. Nothing on the 20. Here's Turner. 5-4. Oh, 5-5 would have been a straight-up home run. 5-4 is a single one star. That'll produce another run. 16-20. He lines it to J.D. Davis. Oops, that didn't even go through. It's a 17. He lines it to J.D. Davis to end the inning, and now Rendon will not get a chance to hit for the cycle unless the Mets make a miracle rally. Close the book on Familia. He gave up 1 run. Diaz a third of an inning, nothing else. So in the 8th inning for the Nationals, they get 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. We go to the 9th. It is the Nationals 4 and Mets 1, and that means it's Sean Doolittle time. Before it's Doolittle too late. So Nationals 4-1 lead. It'll be Conforto to lead things off, followed by Rosario and Broxton. And all the bench players, they have Lagares and Ramos that could pinch hit, so we might see some pinch hitters coming in. Very possible. Certainly for Broxton, we might see a pinch hitter. So I do believe we're going to have Ramos pinch hit for Broxton here in the 9th. So we're going to have Conforto, Rosario, and Ramos. That's going to be the 3 that are coming up to start the top of the 9th. Nito will be the 4th man to bat in the inning if anybody reaches. And then if we get to a 5th batter, then we have a pinch hitter, and it'll probably be Juan Lagares. So right now, or it could be Jack McNeil, we'll see. Right now it's Conforto against Doolittle. 4-5. Right-hander, 4-5, fly to center. Robles has got it, 1 down. Here's Conforto. 4-7. 1-13 is a single. 14-20, and Zimmerman snags it. That's a base hit. Base hit for, wait a minute. Did I have that backwards? I did that backwards. I had, and I don't remember the roles, but I had them out of order. It should have been Conforto, Rosario, and then Ramos. I don't know how Ramos got to the front there, but Ramos flied to center. I think it was off of Doolittle's card. Yeah, it was a 6-6, I believe. No, it couldn't have been that. It was against a right-hander. Oh, well, you know, it was a 4-5. That's what it was. It was a 4-5. So Conforto about it 4-5 would have been a strikeout. So I need to fix this. Keep the roll and just mess up the batting order, I guess. Should have been Conforto batting, so Conforto will strike out. Or should I just, you know what? I'm just going to restart the inning. I think it's the only fair thing to do since I screwed up. Don't know how I screwed up, but I did. That's why I had this correction tape right here handy. But I definitely screwed it up. Sorry about that. So, a do-over, basically, for the top of the 9th. Doolittle. Pretend he never pitched. Because it's actually Conforto batting first, not Ramos. I got ahead of myself getting the pinch hitter out there. Should have waited till Broxton came up before I did that. Lesson learned there. Here is Doolittle to Conforto. Lefty on lefty. 5-11. Struck him out. So he strikes out anyway. So maybe that's just justice. Right there. It worked out that way. Here's Rosario against Doolittle. 6-9. That's an in-home run chance. Ballpark home run chance. He has normal power. So home runs are 1 to an 11 on this bad weather day. So 1 to 11, it's gone. 15, though, it's a deep fly out to left field for out number 2. So Nationals get by with that one. And their bullpen has gotten 8 batters in a row. 8 up and 8 down for the bullpen. Much maligned bullpen. And here's the pinch hitter, Wilson Ramos. Now he gets to hit in the right spot. See what he can do. 6-2, he flies to right to end the ball game. And how about that? The Nationals bullpen 9 up and 9 down to take care of business, as Bachman Turner Overdrive would say. The winner is Patrick Corbin. He is 1-0. The save to Doolittle, his 2nd. And the loss to Wheeler. Wheeler drops to 0-1. Doolittle the save. And the Nats now are 2-1. They started the season 1-2, but they're actually now 2-1 in the replay. Corbin gets the win. He is 1-0. So now let's figure out the left on bases and hits and runs and all that stuff for the Mets. They end up with just the lone run in the first inning by Nimmo, 1 run. Their hits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And I don't believe they committed any errors. And left on base, they had 6. So let's look at what the Nationals did. Let's see, Nationals got 7, 8, 12 hits and 10 left on base. 12 hits and 10 left on base. And neither team committed an error. And it was 4-1. The final. Let's move this out of the way. And let's review the final score sheet. Corbin wins it over Wheeler, 4-1 your final. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors, and 10 left for the Nationals. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, and 6 left for the Mets. Corbin the winner, 1-0. Wheeler the loser, 0-1. Doolittle the second save. And as we look forward to the next game on the schedule, it's an off day. Next game on April the 1st is an off day. Everybody else will play, but not the Nationals and not the Phillies, because the Phillies will start up a home, or the Nationals start a 3-game home series with the Phillies. That's the next scheduled game. It'll be April the 2nd, so everybody has a day off to relax, go play golf, whatever they want to do, and come back. And it'll be Max Scherzer coming back because they won't need their 4th and 5th starters because of the off days they've had. So they've had 2 off days already, so they will not need anything. And it's going to be the Phillies and the Nationals. So there you go, 4-1 your final. Nationals win it, improve to 2-1 on the season. And unfortunately for Rendon, he was not able to get the cycle chance because he didn't get that 5th at bat. But he did have a single, double, and a triple. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Nationals Stratomatic Baseball 2019 style. Nationals now improved to 2-1 and have pulled into a first-place tie with the Phillies in the top of the NL East. Mets dropped to 1-2. They fall into a last-place tie with Atlanta, and Miami at 2-2, right smack dab in the middle now. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.